You'll cut all that shit out, right?
Mhm.
Okay. You're going to cut all this dead space out.
For sure.
So cut that out. You'll cut this from the podcast, I'm sure.
Welcome to Something Crunchy, the Valley's #1 comedy entertainment podcast.
Welcome to Something Crunchy. I'm Philip Blake. With me, as always, Blair and Heather Dressel. We have an in-studio guest joining us tonight. Not only is he a close friend of the show, he's been an assistant director on shows like Mad Men, Ballers, Goliath, and most recently, he was a producer on Dexter: Original Sin. Please welcome Erik Carpenter. Erik, good to have you in the studio with us. Finally. How are you, man?
I'm doing good. Thank you very much.
First, why don't you explain a little bit about what an assistant director / producer / UPM does and walk us through a typical day on set?
Wow. A lot of things. An assistant director essentially is responsible for scheduling all the shoots. You get the script, you break it down, you create a schedule based on everything that's happening in the script. You have a plan. You go over it with the director, obviously. But it's, hey, we got an 8-day shoot. We're going to do this on this day, stage this day, location this day, take in all the factors, cast availability, essentially just executing the plan. You lay out the days. And
Do you manage more the talent side, or do you work more with the set people, or a little bit of both?
The assistant director as a team, the department, is responsible for cast management, when to show up, if you're doing a 7 a.m. crew call or you're doing a 4 p.m. crew call. If you have a night shoot, day shoot. So you're essentially the hub, the communication hub for the set and for the crew. So
Crew has a problem. They're going to come to you and not to the director.
exactly.
So you deal with the brunt of this shit. You are on the front lines.
Yes.
Okay.
Trenches.
Exactly. And then when you become a UPM from being an assistant director, UPM stands for your problem's mine. So then everybody calls you.
You most recently worked on Dexter: Original Sin. Give us a little inside baseball on how these shows work and how quickly things can change from being greenlit to shoot the second season to hearing the show's been canceled before even getting to shoot it.
Yeah, for sure. Just this past Friday, we found out that the show had been canceled after being renewed. And it's just a result of Paramount had a merger with another company, Skydance, and now there's new people involved and new people in charge of the television production side of it. So even though the previous regime decided, yeah, we're definitely making another season, this all happened and they pulled the rug out from underneath us, basically. So
That's crazy.
So many people are upset about this.
very, very much so. And there's a change.org petition going around
To bring it back.
to bring it back.
That does happen, though, and there's shows that are just, cut before their prime, and especially before a second season. Second season is when a lot of shows find their footing. But it reminds me of a show like Mindhunter that was just getting strong after 2 seasons, went away. It was probably COVID-related. But that does happen all the time where companies merge, and obviously that affects the content and what they have rights to, but it affects people's jobs. That's a lot of people's jobs.
It really is. And I can't tell you how many people I've talked to, my friends that I've developed over doing that season of TV, and people I've worked with in the past that, it, like I said, the rug gets pulled out from underneath you. You think you have a job to go back to, and then you don't. But hey, it's part of being in this business anyway, and it's a cruel business, and the highs are very high and the lows are very low. So.
Well, but when you've been in it as long as you have a diverse enough project portfolio where you have a few things going on, and you just finished a different one now, the Burbs remake.
Yep. Sure, I'll talk about it. It's
He's like, sure.
What are they going to do? Fire me? Don't give free publicity on a podcast. No, it's a remake of the TV show. Kiki Palmer's in it. Mark Prosh, Paula Pell from SNL, longtime writer. It's going to be great. Great cast. Jack Whitehall. We got to shoot on the back lot at Universal, same place they shot the original movie, and I mean
that's rad.
Yeah, the houses were the same. We repainted a couple of them. We kind of made that back street our own, but It was surreal walking back there and just like, oh my gosh.
Did that movie hit hard? Like, is that one you remember watching growing up? Like, I couldn't pick out the house from the movie.
I bet you could ID the jacket, right? Like on the VHS,
Yeah.
Tom Hanks.
But that's
standing there
just
with
from
the
time
hose and-
spent in a blockbuster.
Exactly. And that's how I remember the movie. I didn't remember watching the movie. I remember like I've seen that iconic, jacket for the VHS.
Yes.
And then I watched the movie again and I was like, oh my gosh, this movie kind of sucks. Like
This isn't good at
this
all.
Weird, like zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. And I kept asking the DP on the TV show, I'm like, hey, when are you going to do that cool zoom in, zoom out thing? And I think he thought I was serious, but I was totally joking because it was terrible in the original one, It was fun to revisit that and have a cool TV show coming out soon.
Yeah, that is cool. What have been some of the coolest hangs or fun rooms you found yourself in? You talk about a lot of the cool talent that you worked with.
I'd say the best hangouts and party time was on Mad Men when I was on that show. It seemed like
Bunch of fake cocaine, just everybody cutting up lines bigger than your elbow.
Exactly. Yeah, the prop people were really popular. No, it was, I came out to LA. I was a PA. I just got the job on this show. I interviewed for the show. I had no idea. I'd never heard of it. And then they won the Emmy for Best Drama for season 1. And it was like, I was just running base camp. So I was a PA at 16 hours a day telling the actors when to come and go from set, And then as soon as they won that Emmy, it was like, we were the biggest show on
Everything was
TV all of a
bigger.
sudden. Everything
Yeah.
changed. And it was my first show working in Los Angeles. And I was like, holy cow, this is a major thing.
Did you start from the beginning?
When
did you join?
I joined season 2. So
Okay.
they shot season 1. I went out there. I started season 2. And there was a party because we had a party last week. It was like, let's celebrate last week's party. Let's have a party. And then it was like, we started going out every weekend. It was either at the Grip Truck or it was at the coolest restaurant in LA. And there was a reason to have a good time. And we became such a family. The season 1 family moved into season 2 family, which became season 7 family.
Yeah.
And it was,
That's great.
yeah,
That's one of the best shows ever.
it is the best. I think I would say it's the best show ever. But
So as far as like the rap parties go, like those are the ones that got the most wild.
those, I'm not allowed to talk about wild rap parties.
Gotcha.
You kind of sign that away when you start working the biz. But the Mad Men parties were pretty epic. It was my first like, hey, welcome to LA. You need to have a really nice suit for this rap party, season 2. And we're going to this kick-ass hotel and we're having a party downstairs and everything's going to get crazy afterwards. So yeah, those parties were the best for sure.
Well, I speak for all of us when I say we're super disappointed that we don't get to dive into the details. So we'll switch into more of a hypothetical type of scenario. I guess if you could swap with any celebrity couple, like who would you choose? Like you could have Blake Lively, but know that Kristen's in there just getting Deadpooled. They're definitely maybe getting Van Wilder in there, not just friends.
Wow.
I know.
This is a crazy question. Celebrity
You
couple.
do not have to get deep and answer this.
Yes,
Yes,
he does.
you
Blair, hold
Okay,
on.
I'm going to use this as an opportunity.
we're talking
You can
here.
also think about it.
Chew on
Okay,
this.
Two on it.
Okay, I'm going to answer tangentially. So I did this movie in Phoenix, Arizona. It was called Kids in America at the time. And Anna Faris, I was told when I got the job, like Anna Faris is in the movie, Topher Grace is in the movie, Dan Fogel,
This is the 80s one.
the 80s
Yeah.
one, yeah.
House Party 80s.
Yes, and it was like, oh, this sounds like a great film. Like, all those people are hot right now. Anna was really huge. Topher was huge,
Yeah.
and so I was like, yeah, I'll do that job. Yeah, okay, absolutely. And so they hired me to run base camp, which is dealing with the actors. Chris Pratt was in the movie.
Take Me Home Tonight.
Take
Which
Me
is-
Home Tonight.
that's what the-
exactly.
yeah.
and nobody knew who Chris Pratt was.
Right.
Okay, so
He had only done like Wanted at that point. Like he was.
yeah, it was. I don't even think he did Wanted. I think
Really?
I
Only
think it was-
Parks and Rec? And
Not even
Not
Parks
even
and,
that.
This is pre-Parks and Rec. This is
Wow.
Chris Pratt. I'm an Oregon fisherman who loves.
sure
he
that was
loves the
before
outdoors.
Wanted? I mean, I believe you, but wow.
No, maybe not.
I feel like that movie took a while to come out. So
It took a while to come out. So when we shot it, I think it was before.
This is where having a Blair comes in handy.
yeah.
I know. Look it up.
Wanted was before.
It
Wanted
came out
was before.
When did
Wanted was
Wanted come out?
2008,
And Take Me Home Tonight.
2011.
Okay. So nobody saw Wanted. So no-
So Wanted was a real piece of shit, okay?
Nobody knew who Chris Pratt was. So anyway, so I'm like, yeah, I'll work on that show. Topher Grace, it was that 70s show was the hottest show on TV. Thought he was awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm doing the show. You know, it's like a 45-day movie. We're working downtown Phoenix. So I develop a relationship with the actors that work on the show. And Anna Faris, Chris Pratt, eventually married after they met on that show.
That's cool.
Chris Pratt and Anna Faris to me seem like an awesome couple that I would swap with, to get back to your question many minutes ago. But
Oh, yeah. I
Great
remember that
choice.
question. That is a great
but
choice.
they're not
But so-
together anymore.
They're
so is it a
not.
good choice because they're divorced. I don't know.
And there's like a personal connection there. Like you.
Yeah.
It was just a quick swap. You're
Yeah,
not getting
thank you,
married
Blair. It's
into
just a
it.
quick swap. You're
Oh, a
thinking.
quick swap.
It's just for the night, like
It's
for a
just
few
for the-
hours.
Yeah.
You guys, how about you guys?
Cindy
One-
Crawford, Lyle Lovett, no question. She's not staying with Lyle, and I get to bang Cindy.
I think the correct answer is Ana de Armas and Tom Cruise, because you can live with that center tooth for a night with Anna.
No, he knows that I have like a hard pass on.
Well,
he's
hold on.
Never done it for me.
What about Elizabeth Hurley and Billy Ray Cyrus? You probably win in that one too.
Yeah, are you kidding?
Definitely one. Say yes, player. I'm into it.
No, it's a thinker.
Throw out some couples for him. You have Ben Foster and Laura Pepperin. They would be a fun couple.
Oh my gosh.
You
I would
have.
not-
Oh, wait.
I would not swap for that.
Wait, but I have a problem because
I dive in the middle of both of them.
Will and Grace, Karen,
Oh yeah, Nick Offerman and
Yeah.
what's her
Megan Mullally?
name?
and yes,
Just for the good times and the good vibes.
yes.
You kidding me?
Yeah.
Tell me that doesn't win.
He can bang her, but you got to teach me how to build a shelf after.
Tyler and I would both sign up for that.
They both have mustaches. Like I feel like
That is neat.
everyone would be getting along really
I'm
well.
selling this already for him. Look at the smile he has right now.
Yeah, he's got a half chub already. Just thinking about it.
Exactly.
I like that.
Throw her around.
See, that's how it's done. That's good.
I get it. I'm voicing the back of my
Don't
head.
do it.
Don't answer this question.
Don't answer. It's a trap.
It's all hypothetical.
It's a trap.
All
Yeah, it's all
Personally
hype.
and professionally.
Yeah. Well, of the talent you've worked with, who had the strongest presence or biggest BDE on set?
On
Billy
set.
The Rock,
Bob,
Billy
Bob,
Oh,
Billy
yeah.
Bob Thornton.
definitely.
I could believe that. He's the big swinging dick on set when
He
Billy
is,
Bob's around.
He is, and you know what? He's got the clout to back it up.
He does.
100%.
It's you know, he's,
well earned.
He's got some cool swagger. And there was a company that probably paid him way too much money to do a commercial for him recently. I think it's a phone company.
T-Mobile. I think it's T-Mobile.
I was like, how did
It's
y'all get
so
him to do
It
this?
bothers me so
Yeah.
much. I don't know if it was his decision to say, drop me a text. No one would ever say, drop me a text.
When did that change? When did actors start doing commercials? Like
Well,
the big ones.
I think it had to do. It started with the perfumes, right? Johnny Depp and Leo, and they would go to the
Oh.
European perfume commercials.
But he's just riding on a horse. That's
Savage.
like different than like doing a full self.
No way.
I don't know, like,
Channing
I work
Tatum,
at
he
TV, I
shoots an
don't-
arrow and then catches it before it lands. This is impressive shit, Blair. Versace budget, impressive shit. Decades ago, and it still holds up. That Johnny Depp one, that was decades ago too, and they still play it, but it doesn't hold up as well because you know he just doesn't look anything remotely like that anymore. He's still playing that guitar out in the desert and not even plugged in.
Acoustic electric.
Have you worked with Johnny Depp?
Not have ties to Johnny Depp. My mentor, Connie Hoy.
Shout out to Connie Hoy,
Connie.
Buck too, who
was
she
the
talked about a
coolest.
lot on her time on Something Crunchy, and they were close with Poncho. They called
For
him.
sure, Buck. As I'm sure Connie told you, Buck was his driver, and Connie and Buck were together for a long time. And Connie was my mentor. When I started this business, so may
Connie's
she
as
rest
cool
in
as it
peace.
gets.
She is
May
as
she
cool
rest
as
in
it gets, and I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for her.
Really? Well, everyone opens doors for somebody in that industry, and that's cool that she was the one that was able to do that for you. And that does give you a lot of ties to Johnny Depp, because I know they were super close.
I know. I'd always say to her, like, hey, when are you going to ask Johnny to be in your movie? Like,
Yeah.
this is Pirates of the Caribbean time.
See, that's funny. At the
He's the
same time, we
biggest
were like,
celebrity in
when
town.
can you get Johnny on Something Crunchy? She's like, I don't know, bro.
It's funny in this business. It's everybody says like, hey, X, Y, and Z. Like, why aren't you doing it? And,
Yeah.
It's you have to play your cards right.
You do have to
Maybe
play your
only get
cards.
one shot at it.
That's
you
true.
know? And
It feels so slimy to monetize those friendships too.
It
Yeah.
does. Well played. It does feel slimy.
yeah, no, and if I was going to monetize those connections, it's, hey, I have a script, or hey, I have a TV show. Like, how can you get me to talk to X, Y, and Z? Or do you want to sign on and say you want to be a part of this?
Yeah. How often do you get that?
I'm a nobody. I don't get that a lot, but I would do that to the people that I've met if I had something. You get one shot, and if it was like, hey, I have this great idea, I'm going to cash in, I'm going to go all in on
you're
my
a gateway
connection,
guy. And you're the guy with connections.
It's true. No, and I do have connections, I guess.
I got a couple connections.
Yeah, I get it often.
I love hearing that Billy Bob Thornton was the
Yeah, let's get back to
strongest
Billy Bob.
BDE. Who had the weirdest writer? Did you ever have to deal with their weird demand sheets?
Weird writers. So I went to New Orleans. I did a feature out there. This is 2012. I'm a second AD right now, second assistant director at this time, rather. And my boss says to me, hey, I have 2 job opportunities. And he's the first AD. And he says, whichever one I'm going to take, we're going to go do. Okay, great. And we just finished doing this pretty crummy, low-budget film in L.A. And he says, I can either do this movie with Scarlett Johansson or Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and he's directing it, and it's called Don Juan.
Yeah, that was great.
Or we can go to New Orleans and do this indie movie with this billionaire director and this. And I said, Don Juan.
That's the good choice. That was the more memorable project. You look back on that
Yeah.
now. Was that the greatest movie ever? No, but the subject matter was super interesting. The fact that he was directing it was awesome. And you look back and they were all playing such different parts than what they normally do. Scarlett Johansson had never done a character like that, hasn't since. Even Tony Danza, complete asshole. Like they used his accent for authenticity, but he was not a Tony Danza character that we're used to seeing. So like everyone was something entirely different than what you're used to. That was a really good one. I didn't know you worked on that project. That's cool.
I didn't.
No, he went to Canada and his wife instead.
No, I
right?
went to New Orleans.
Oh.
So I said, yeah,
Like, let me finish the fucking story.
it's a good story. Yeah, I was just going to sit here.
Let him run with this.
I'm like, this is great. He knows so much about Don Juan. Like,
Look at him go.
Look at him go. He really knows his shit.
just kept going on and on. No, my boss ended up taking the show in New Orleans. So we go to New Orleans and do this movie there. And I what was the original question?
Side, no, the writers.
Yeah, weird
Oh, yeah.
writer, demand sheets.
Crazy Writers, yes. Yeah, we didn't do Don Juan, which is my preference. It was a lower budget movie. But I said I wanted to work with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I wanted to work with Scarlett Johansson, obviously. Obvious choice. Or we can go to New Orleans and do a movie that's going to be on pay-per-view in Korea 10 years from now. But we did that. That was a full budget, movie. It was 20 million. So we went out there and we did that. And there was an actor on this movie. I can't say who, but
A very well-known
a
actor.
very well-known actor. And I didn't realize this at first. It wasn't like a writer that I actually saw. I think the writer probably said he gets a workout trailer every day. And so he had a 40-foot long semi-trailer, which was a workout room. It was the inside of the entire thing was
A mobile gym.
a mobile gym.
Damn.
Exactly. and you entered from the back. You just walked up the stairs, mobile gym. I think Will Smith has them. Tom Cruise probably has them. Like, this is a big time request from A-list actors. So this is not, I wouldn't say an A-list actor, but a really well-known.
That's an
everybody
A-list
loves
actor. No, he's an A-list.
Yeah, he's an A-list actor. Okay, I told you off.
100% an A-list.
He's an A-list actor. And so I'm like, this guy doesn't strike me as a guy who works out a lot, like he doesn't.
Or ever.
Or ever.
Yeah,
like,
that is surprising that would be his demand. Like,
Like he'd
From-
sit, smoke a stooge, and just
For
like,
sure.
write
Yeah.
a poem about something.
John Cena, Tom Cruise, Dwayne Johnson, Will Smith. I could see them. Okay, they're going to
Right.
have a trailer.
Dwayne Johnson didn't even have one on Ballers. Like,
Really?
It wasn't. No. So anyway, we shoot a week, and we're in the second week of shooting. Nobody's gone into this trailer, right? And then it's like, what is this thing doing here?
Planet Fitness in the parking lot, just taking up
Exactly,
space.
just taking up space. Annoying for the transportation department, annoying for the ADs, whatever. And then finally, this actor, we're on set, probably day 8, 9, comes running out of set and just runs into this workout trailer. Works out for kind of as fast as they could for like 20 minutes. Goes back into their trailer, and then a limousine arrives. Woman gets out, goes in his trailer.
A quick pump before a date.
Exactly.
Hey,
Exactly.
good use of the gym. He's like, you know what?
It was a paid date.
Oh, a paid date. Really? Really? That is, now I get why you can't say the
job,
name
Shay.
But
of
why
this
would
actor.
he be pumping up for a paid date? Like,
Who cares, right?
gives a
It's
Still
shit.
wants to
consistent.
perform
I would.
well and
Yeah.
get into it.
pay him to stay.
I would still care.
pay him to leave.
I bet the quality of his paid dates were probably of a caliber where
You want to like feel it and look your best.
she may
New
likely be
Orleans
with
finest.
another A-list
Yeah.
actor like next week, and she's gonna be like, "Yeah, I was just with and that flabby bastard. He's no Billy Bob Thornton, I'll say that." Football season is starting. Eric, you're dead last in our fantasy league. We haven't even played a game. What gives?
What happened?
You should have drafted this year. What
How'd you
happened?
come in last? We haven't even
I
played.
went with this. I went with this new strategy. I'm going to draft all my offensive players before I take a defensive guy. And as I mentioned, I have 4 children, and the draft happened in this league that we're in. 3 of us.
Yeah, Tyler did it in the middle of his son's 5th birthday party.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
as it was going on. Hey,
Like-
everybody, hugs. All right, hang on, I'm on the
And I
clock.
still-
No, I
I'm
mean
still-
people coming in the door. He is like, "Do I? Who
You're on the
do I
clock.
pick?"
Amazing. You did really well, by
I'll
the
be
way.
right with
And
you.
yeah, he's sitting here in like second or third.
No,
Sitting-
I'm in
sitting
third. You're
pretty.
in second.
I'm in second.
And you were at the party too.
I was at the party too. That's true. And yeah, Blair just flew to Texas and drove to a lake house in Arkansas for her draft. You like your team, Blair?
It's not bad, to be honest. We've been in this league 15 years. It's an all women's, you're drunk, cute country club gals, I mean,
But they know their shit.
they really do.
They're a little Dallas heavy.
They make me draft weird because, of course, like Josh Allen went second pick. It's just the things where it's like, why am I picking a quarterback immediately? Like,
Was
before
it
even
you?
thinking of other it was not.
It was no. She ended
knows
up with
better.
Kyler Murray because all the
Oh,
quarterbacks
man.
got taken in
I
like the second
know.
round.
He's the only NFL player that's shorter than me.
Kyler, I am
Promising year ahead, though. We'll see.
So
Put
why
my
was
eggs
your
in that
draft in Arkansas?
It was in Vegas last year.
Yeah, they pick different
Like, we go
places
every
and
place.
travel and.
Oh,
There's
good. We'll do
it's a lake
Vegas. We'll do
house.
Arkansas to save money. And
No,
then
they have,
next
like-
year
No,
we'll
it was
go
like a
somewhere
huge
else.
lake house. It was like amazing.
They have like the board, the old school board. Didn't you rent
we like
rent
go
a guy?
to dinner. No, it was just like every year is just a different vibe. But this guy, they always find a draft boy, and they're like, "Who can we pay? Like,
draft
can he be
boy?
a draft boy?" Where we're like, just make all of our drinks and put all of our stickers on our board.
And he says just a local.
And then
a
last
random
year
local.
oh yeah,
like he's cute.
we found him on the lake cafe.
That's gonna be our draft boy.
And we need you to just come, and they're all just wasted, asking like, "But can you just be our draft boy? We'll pay you lots of money, and we'll just get you drunk as shit, and just come and put our fucking stickers on the board.
It's a great story for him, though.
So he did it last
Yeah, oh my
year, got a
God,
bunch of money, it was
yeah.
great. And then this year he was like, well, there's kind of a problem. And they're like, what? Like, get over here.
Last
We're
year I got the
here.
herp.
We're fucking ready. No, he's like, I have a girlfriend, and she like is kind of like pissed that like I'm gonna go do this. And
What
they're
are
like,
you trying to ask the draft boy to do?
No, they're like, bring her.
Well, he's obviously
We'll
not
get
going to
her
do it
drunk.
clothed.
Trying to
Draft
explain,
boy's
like-
not going to do it with his clothes on.
He's
Like,
trying to
This is
explain
crazy.
to his girlfriend that these like
Are you
10
okay with
drunk
this, Tyler?
women.
Fuck yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's totally innocent.
it's a look, don't touch. No, she was texting Tyler and I the entire time, getting help to build her team.
I kind of was, and thank God y'all were so on the ball because I think I nailed it. Okay, it rated
No, you
me
do
like
have a good team.
7th out of 10, and I'm kind of upset, but
What?
It's
what'd you
because of
pick?
Kyler and Marvin Harris. It's because of that
I
stack,
got
but it's going to work out on
Bijan.
your end.
and that's who I wanted.
All
Third pick. I went full beige. I was happy about that. Saquon was there. I thought about it. I was like, no.
You chose Beige over
I
Saquon.
had the third pick
I
in our
did.
league, and I
Fair.
took Bijan too. So
Bijan
going hard on
over
that Beige.
Barkley.
Beige.
She knows
Wow.
what she's doing.
Yeah,
Whoa.
great.
I wasn't aware Saquon was an option when I helped you build this team.
It was communicated.
We have our family draft on Monday. Going to fuck y'all up. Who's going to do well in the NFL this season?
Who's gonna
Who,
do well?
who do you like? We know it won't be Kyler and the Cardinals, but who is going to
You
do
know
well?
what? I'm. It's not going to be the Cardinals. Love the Cardinals. It's Tyler's got his favorite jersey on, Hightower.
You guys are all wrong. They're gonna go. They're
Yeah.
going deep into the playoffs.
Coach
And
is
I
great.
just happened to buy them this jersey, so it's really not him. I just like got
His
it.
favorite jersey is his Tillman jersey. He rocks this when he just wants to show Cardinals love.
So don't hate.
Nice.
When it was
I
actually
love
my
the
fault.
Hightower jersey. Gannon's great. Team plays hard, but they're not going to make the playoffs. Bears. The
Bears?
Yeah.
Bears.
I'm
Caleb
pulling up
and the Bears?
Caleb.
They've
yeah.
made some interesting moves. It's going to be this year we find out if they're actually going
Ben
to do anything
Johnson.
with all of this talent and picks, and they've done interesting things. And I like their coaching staff over there. I don't know. Parsons to the Packers has me pretty sick. Only 2 first-round picks, and we sent him to a rival. Bogey.
But you didn't have to pay him $47 million a year. You
That's
guys
true.
might have
Not
won
only
the
are they
trade.
paying him that, but they also are missing their first 2-round picks for the next 2 years. But that defense is so dangerous. Like, they really are. And they are a rival. Like, the Packers, they're the ones that ruin us. Anytime we do make the playoffs, we get knocked out by the Packers.
Yeah.
Or the Niners, but it's most frequently the Packers. And it stings every time. And I have friends who are Packers, and, like, I hate that's where he's going. So that's going to make things a little bit tougher for the Bears.
Yeah, no, I think that's the best division in football. That NFC Central, Bears, Packers, Lions, Vikings are going to be good. So watch that division. Watch the NFC West. 49ers, Seattle, Rams.
Give me a Super Bowl prediction.
I'll go Bills, Green Bay, Packers.
Packers.
Wow.
It's on wax.
Man,
You look real good if in 7 months from now that's what
That
we're talking
comes
about.
through. Bro, what do you know about living soil?
Very little.
Broad scope, it's a style of regenerating, sustainable farming. Don't you hate it when you drive to the dispensary and pick out the perfect bag only to come home and turn those pretty looking buds to dust with one pinch? Tastes like alfalfa, can't even tell if you got any effects. Well, Verdict Cannabis has decided to put product over profit to create their no-till living soil mixed light cultivation in the perfect altitude of Wilcox, Arizona. Terps matter, as they say. Vacuum-sealed glass jars help preserve the fresh top-shelf buds, guaranteeing that you'll get the highest quality flower with terpenes that create beneficial medicinal effects. If you want to try the Verdant 3.5 gram jars, head over to Arizona Natural Concepts, 1039 East Carefree Highway in Phoenix. Tell them Something Crunchy sent you for 25% off. You can learn more about Verdant at www.verdantaz.com. That's VERDANTAZ.com.
You and Tyler have been smoking the goof for decades. He's made a career out of it. How do you get cheech these days with 9 kids walking about?
Well, it's I've been out of the game a long time, I have to say, especially because I don't have Tyler and some of our other roommates that I've lived with in the past to acquire it for us.
it made it easier when you had a
You
live-in
never
biscuit.
got drugs. Not never.
Not even once did you pay for drugs.
I don't buy drugs.
What was Tyler like growing up, and how was it growing up in Cave Creek? It's a cool
Oh,
area.
wow. Growing up in Cave Creek was great. Tyler and I met at the bus stop. I was in 9th grade and you were in 7th grade, I think.
Yep.
And, you know, the bus stop was like 3 miles from our house. So we had to be driven to the bus stop in a pickup truck out in the desert. And so
Or we could hoof it and
Or you
sweat
could
our
hoof
nuts
it.
off to get there.
Exactly. So anyway, we get dropped off at the bus at the end of the day and it's 120 degrees and you're like, are we going to take the shortcut where you absolutely can't get picked up, or are you going to walk the long way and hopefully a truck shows up? You know?
See?
It was like
This
it
is
was
real
like a dice
adversity you
roll.
guys went through.
Rural living, brother.
Man.
Tyler was from like downtown Phoenix and I came from Connecticut. Like there's no cactus and where we're from, you know, at the time. So anyway, Tyler was a good kid. I just remember Tyler before he went to high school. He had this like slender frame and he had this huge gut. It was the funniest thing. And he'd like make faces with his gut, and he'd like, you know, like make.
I have heard the legends, the faces, the pencils. Like,
Shoot pencils out of my belly button across the table.
And everybody was like, "Where did you get that gut from?" It's like he's just had it hitting there.
But he could like put it away. He's like got a swimmer's build.
For sure.
So like
Then he grew like 3 feet in a month, and you're like,
And it went away.
so it
Right.
stretched out. That's
Yeah.
funny. Well, I had to have somewhere to sit before the stretch. That's cool.
Yeah, I was 5'2", 155 at 15 years old. And then after 2 months over the summer, I was 6'3", 150.
Yeah, see, I got the height first and then the belly and had no more vertical to go.
I had nowhere to go.
Which movies did you guys quote the most back then?
Tin Cup. Tin Cup was
Number one.
Number one. We got an apartment in Tempe after high school, and
That was like the real world. It was you and me in one room and two girls in the other room.
Exactly.
In a
Yeah.
two-bedroom.
yeah, and they were both named Christina.
Yeah.
That definitely has the makings for a show.
And one of them got pregnant
That reeks of
5
MTV.
months into living together.
Oh, yeah.
And she had it the whole time.
Yep.
Early 2000s MTV.
Totally.
It was 99, 2000. We went through the Y2K there.
Yep. I tried out for the real world living in that place.
That was good practice.
Yeah. Varsity Blues,
Yeah.
Varsity Blues was big.
a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of that.
Things change, Mox.
I don't want your lie.
Movies aren't near as quotable today, and mostly it's because it's all about the shows. If you could walk on and join the team of any show currently running, what would it be and why?
Severance. No question about it.
That's a good show.
I think it's the best show on TV. I think the acting, the direction, and production design, the writing, everything about that show, the cinematography is perfect. And season 1, I think, is a perfect TV show. I think there's like 5, in my opinion, perfect TV shows. And that-
Oh, hold on. Give us that Mount Rushmore. What are the top 5 TV shows ever made? And you're already going to say Mad Men, and now you're going to say Severance. So what's
I
the
actually
other 3?
won't say Mad
You
Men.
won't say Mad
I-
Men. That's
I-
interesting. to me.
really?
Yeah, I think it's top 8. Mad Men, top 10, top 8 for sure. But I love Ted Lasso, Night of, Veep, Last Kingdom, Severance.
That's a great Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
Ted Lasso was very
can't say that
likable.
again.
I don't know that was I don't know that's a Mount Rushmore show. Why would you put Ted Lasso in like top 4 best shows ever made, in your opinion?
Well, I really love Scrubs when it came out.
Yeah.
Same creator, same
Yeah.
showrunner. It's just, I think it's a feel good show, and it's kind of, it dips a toe into some seriousness as you're watching the show
Yeah.
over the course of the seasons. But I love the content. I'm a big soccer fan. It's feel good, and the actors are great.
I'm going to throw some shows out there and you let me know if they're top 10. Just yes or no.
Okay.
Breaking Bad,
Yes.
The Sopranos,
Yes.
Ozark,
Yes.
Arrested Development.
Yes.
The big top 10.
4.
Fuck yes.
4. So I have
Keep
one
going.
more show.
Don't stop.
I have one more show.
What's like another Game of
Yes,
Thrones?
That's the other one.
That should be on a Mount Rushmore. And
What
if
are
we're talking,
what's your Mount Rushmore of shows?
the first one I would think of is The Simpsons for writing, for longevity in its primetime spot, and
Blake
relevance.
has been a lifelong Simpsons
Home Improvement.
aficionado.
Okay.
No, you're just going right for nostalgic 90s sitcom.
And my favorites, and I think that like I learned more from that family than I did from my real family.
Well, Tim Allen was a hell of a dad. Simpsons would probably be the only like comedy that I would seriously consider for like Mount Rushmore status, but top
Longest
10
running show
would be-
ever.
It's the longest running show ever.
For sure.
It just
Nip Tuck had a grip on people like I had never seen before.
At his
There were
time,
like all
it-
of a sudden Nip Tuck parties that like wild things would happen, and I was like, "Damn, I haven't seen a
Like
show
fantasy
turn people."
football drafts and stuff.
Oh, just like things would get weird at Nip Tuck. Watch
did
that
love
party.
Nip
That
Tuck.
was just a wild ride.
Botox parties while Nip Tuck was playing in the background.
That just changed people.
I was a big fan of Oz. And the people that came out of that show it's incredible.
Entourage.
Entourage was good.
Entourage.
That was really good.
Call.
That is a good call. And that was different. I just love the way that was filmed, love the way that was done. All the like, it was like cameo based.
The Steadicam walk and talk. They brought
Yeah.
it back and made it a. Every show started doing.
Now it's a
that's what
thing.
they did.
And very character driven.
Yeah.
You ended up loving each of them. It was very well done.
And that's always mark of a good show.
Yeah.
Well, what's next for you? What's the next step? Where are you trying to get? If you could choose your career path from here, whose would it most closely resemble? Spielberg, Tarantino, Weinstein?
You know, I'm just trying to get another job. You know? Weinstein, yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, can I re-answer that question?
It's even funnier that she didn't.
Hey, no idea. Oh, that was good.
Is there a director, a producer, filmmaker?
I would say probably J.J. Abrams is.
Some other writing
he's done
style.
it the way that I would see myself doing it, which
Okay.
is if I've been doing TV for so long. I did a bunch of indie films trying to break into the business, and now it's been television ever since
Yeah.
Mad Men. And you know, TV was hot in LA. You could stay in LA, you work on TV shows were 24 episodes, then you got into premium, which was 13 episodes, but longer days an episode. So, but it became you could work for half the year or 2/3 of the year doing a TV show. And so that became kind of the goal, is like, hey, well, I want to stay in LA. I want to get a TV show. What I would say is, you know, it's like I have a TV show idea I want to pitch. I have a feature idea I would pitch. You know? So I would love to do it all. I also need to make money for my family
For sure.
and have a job and have a career, and which is why I've come up the way I've come up, is to have a career and have an income, you know. So
Shows are where it's at, though. If there's
This
a place to
sounds-
be right now,
It sounds like a real Jay Chandrasekhar kind of a arc. Doing movies, you're doing shows, you're doing everything. And you kind of look like Steve Lemmy right now, brother.
you do have a little Lemmy vibe going. But he that was a very Chandrasekhar answer, because that's how he would have put it, because he likes doing a little bit of everything. And I think his heart is in features, but shows are where it's at. And I think it's because of shows we were just talking about, like Oz and Sopranos, Mad Men. Different actors will get involved now because of the success of those shows. And I think that may have pushed the whole platform switch, where everything now is streaming, everything now is shows. It's not one good feature. It's, can you get a season? Great. Now can you get us 8 seasons? Can we build on this?
for sure. And you know, you look back at House of Cards. I think that, in my opinion, was
House
the
of
first
Cards.
show.
Right.
Kevin
Game
Spacey
changer.
did it. It was a game changer. It was Netflix. I thought the show was shot beautifully. It was, from a filmmaking standpoint, it was a all digital show when we were going from film to digital, and it kind of came out like that. And Spacey was in it. It was Netflix. It was a game changer. And after that show came out, you saw movie stars start picking up TV
Getting
shows,
into shows.
left and right, and then TV became the it thing. It overtook
Bryan
features.
Cranston doing Breaking
Bryan
Bad.
Cranston,
Jason Bateman doing Ozark.
Oh, it's the thing.
Yeah.
Succession, like, I mean, it's just
Studio on Apple.
Studio, that's super annoying for me to watch.
Is it?
Yeah, it's really hard.
Poor depiction of reality.
It was a spoof of reality, so
Okay.
it's like annoying for me.
Yeah, I
watching
see.
that show, but it's really well done.
That's funny. Well, let's move on to our Fast Five, where we give you 5 hard-hitting personal questions. You just try to answer as quickly as you can. All-time favorite sports moment?
Diamondbacks winning the World Series.
Fuck yeah!
Good answer. Did your opinion of Karl Malone change when you found out he impregnated a 13-year-old girl?
Yes.
That was Tyler.
Yes.
You used to love the mail.
Wanted
Yeah,
everyone to know,
thank you.
no matter, despite
He's just
your
checking. That's
your
it, just
deep
checking.
love for the
Yeah.
mailman, I just wanted to make sure that you remembered that.
Yes, I do.
Mailman.
Like Karl Malone.
You used to.
Yeah,
I used to.
You used to.
Not anymore.
You did.
Gross.
Largest wild animal you think you could take down in a fight? He's working his way up.
Ew, raccoon.
Such modest answers. We get like coyote. We get like.
I mean-
if it really came down to it, and I had it cornered, I could take down a javelina. One javelina.
One, yeah.
Grab it by its tusks.
You say that.
And what are you gonna do
That's
with it?
no, you're right. You say that, and I see
Are
a
you
scorpion,
are we
and I
killing
am.
it, or are we just
Swinging around
no,
into the
you
wall.
just-
Are we
got-
talking protection?
You just submit. You just have it.
You got to have it to submit. That's right.
Yeah.
That's how you win a
Yeah.
fight. It taps out.
submit.
Man.
There's a creature coming at your kids.
A cow is a large animal, and you
Yeah.
could take down a cow if it was like
I would
pretty
take
getting
big.
ready to.
Yeah, I would take down a cow.
If it was heading towards a kid. All right. Next question. Which kid is your favorite?
Flake.
All right. Which kid is most likely to succeed at being your favorite?
Are you talking to me or them? Because
No, that's you.
No,
you're the
that's-
guest.
which kid is most likely to succeed at being my favorite?
Yeah.
That was a
Hypothetically.
that was the long-winded way of saying which
I
one's your
love
favorite.
Hypothetically.
all my children, but I would say that Tate is the most likely to succeed at becoming my favorite.
Okay. Is Tate one of the triplets?
Yes. Tate
Okay.
is
Well, I
triple.
didn't think you were going to go that way. I thought you were going to go with the
With the baby.
the baby. Last one. Least favorite place you've shit yourself in public.
I mean, that's the most easy answer I've ever had.
Well, I understand that there's some options.
Both of us have some options.
Is there options? Because there's one that's just
One that stands out
Stands
over
out.
the rest. Where was it?
absolutely, yeah. But you'll cut this from the podcast, I'm sure. So I did this indie film, and we go to the premiere. We have a great time, and then we go to dinner, and we went to Gladstone's, I think, in Malibu. I think that's the restaurant, and yeah, the food did not agree.
It didn't agree.
No,
Fancy
so-
food.
See, I love how this went because most of these answers start like, "Oh man, I was so drunk," or "I was in college," and you're like, "I was at work on an indie film in California."
No. So we're driving back to West Hollywood where we had gotten a hotel room.
The
And,
oysters didn't agree with me that night.
That's how it goes. And it was like, oh no, I'm not making it to West Hollywood. So you can either pull over or we can go to West Hollywood and things are going to go well for us. So we pulled over somewhere in Beverly Hills, the really ritzy area.
That's a ritzy dump.
And there was just happened to be an alley right next to these mansions. Took care of business, you know?
That's a good one. That is a memorable one.
Yeah,
It really was.
Well, as you know, we like to play a game on every episode, and we have a banger for you. The Crunchtastic R&D department really put out this week. I love this one. We're going to give you a quick one-sentence story, and you tell us if it's a news headline or the plot of a random 90s movie.
Sounds good.
Remote control plane delivering drugs crashes into home. Pilot gets arrested going to retrieve it.
Wow. I'm going to say 90s headline.
Sounds like me playing a game. Is this what it's like?
Yeah, this is exactly what it's like.
Okay. It's a headline.
It is a headline.
Yeah.
And it was actually a drone that was flying the drugs, but that would have given away that it wasn't in the 90s. All right. Man steals identity and lives with suburban family while on the run from the mob.
That's Suburban Commando. That's a 90s movie.
Wrong about Suburban Commando. Right about 90s movie. We'll still give it to him. That's House Guest.
House Guest.
With Sinbad.
Sinbad, yes.
Come on, Kevin
One of
Franklin in the
best of all
house.
time.
I love that movie. All right. Husband can't stand his wife. To avoid the drama, he starts squatting next door.
Headline.
Ooh.
Wow.
I know he's feeling the drinks over here, but like is he 3 for 3 or did he miss the first one?
No, he's
He's
going.
3 for 3.
He kind of threw me off with the 90s headline answer in the first one. I guess we'll give it to him. That was a practice one. That's good.
The 90s headline.
He's got the no-hitter going. Perfect game's out.
Hey, can't say that. Don't throw out stuff like that. We almost had a perfect game recently. Father gets caught posing as daughter's older boyfriend to impress boys at a Caribbean resort.
I'm going to go with 90s movie.
He's on fire!
Gerard Depardieu.
Yeah, my father the hero. Tastefully inappropriate. All right. Bored teens in a wealthy Maryland neighborhood sell tickets for Wet Dreams Mansion pool party with high-priced options available on site.
That sounds crazy. Nothing like that. Nothing that exciting happened in the 90s. So that's a headline.
That's a headline.
Yeah, headline.
Wow, he's scary good at this. I don't like where this is going. DC meets the leader of the world's newest nation, Slowjamistan, during NATO summit.
Slowjamistan. 90s movie.
You got it.
You got me.
Finally. The so-called nation of Slowjamistan sits on a self-described enclave on about 11 acres in the desert of Imperial County, California. Its leader, the self-proclaimed Sultan, is a radio DJ whose focus is on outlawing Crocs shoes. That really happened.
That shit happened.
That actually happened. Okay. Young boy hires prostitute to date his widowed father.
This is crazy. How do you come up with these questions?
Crunchtastic R&D department.
Yes.
Oh, we got a whole team for that.
Can you repeat the question?
Young boy hires prostitute to date his widowed father.
I'm going to say headlines.
That's such a 90s movie. Blair, what movie is that?
Milk Money.
Oh, my God.
You worked
Melanie
with Ed.
Griffith?
Yeah.
Melanie
and-
Griffith. Ed Harris, man.
You worked with Ed Harris.
Yeah.
Context.
Looks like a boob.
That's true.
Okay. A National Geographic film crew is taken hostage by a snake hunter.
Headline.
Gotta begin.
That's Anaconda.
Anaconda.
This is the low-hanging fruit.
Oh, my God. That's a 90s movie?
Yeah.
Jennifer
When did that movie come out?
Blair.
96.
96.
I'll go 97, 98. Yeah.
Thinking earlier.
It was
Earlier.
no, it was late 90s.
97.
97. Yeah. Okay. I worked at Blockbuster Video. Okay.
Okay.
I know.
Should have known.
You already got the Chris Pratt thing about Wanted, and now this.
Yeah.
Eric. All right. Natives of a small isolated town defend themselves against strange underground creatures.
It sounds like Gremlins, but
That's got to be a 90s.
I'm gonna say headline.
Underground creatures. This one was-
Tremors.
Tremors. Biscuit.
creatures.
Tremors. Thank
Tremors.
you.
God.
God.
I gotta
Okay.
say, I'm getting totally tripped out.
All the marbles are on this one right here.
The whole.
Rookie of the year.
Yeah.
There goes Blair.
This one's for world's largest penis.
Humans go to war against large population of emus evading their wheat crops and lose.
I'm gonna say headline.
It is a headline. He finishes
strong.
strong. That's awesome. Not only did this really happen, this is not a recent headline. This is the Great Emu War of 1932, an Australian military operation in Western Australia that was sent there to go fuck up a large emu population that was damaging all the wheat crops. The soldiers equipped with Lewis machine guns found it difficult to target the agile and scattered emus who utilized guerrilla tactics. The military operation was ultimately unsuccessful in its goal of exterminating a significant number of emus. They had machine guns and they couldn't win the war against the emus. Tell me this wouldn't make a good movie.
When you see those things in person, I'm not at all surprised that it turned out the way that it did. And I would be first in line to go see this movie.
If you could put knives on their little feet, they would be dangerous.
I'm also terrified of birds, and that's like the biggest one alive.
I am not satisfied with your knowledge of 90s movies. No Anaconda, no Tremors, Underground Creatures. He's like, headline.
The gophers are coming out.
What were you visioning for these
I think I have
underground
a pretty
creatures?
good knowledge of 90s movies. Maybe your knowledge of 90s movies is above and beyond.
I don't know. A couple more here. I feel like this
Okay.
is pretty basic knowledge. Actually, just tell me what 90s movie it is. How about that?
All right,
They're all
perfect,
90s movies.
perfect.
Name the movie.
Tell me.
Pair of surfer teen brothers find out they're actually princes of another country.
Gleaming the Cube? I don't know.
How did you get that? Wow, Gleaming the Cube. No, that's some movie called Surf Ninjas. I actually never saw that.
That was Surf Ninja. I
Ninja.
never watched Surf Ninja.
I didn't either.
Actually.
How about
I was more of a
Airborne.
Airborne. What was the other ninja? The Three Ninjas?
Yeah, Three Ninjas,
Three
Kickback.
Ninjas, yeah.
Now you're
Sick.
speaking my language.
Way better than
That's-
Surf
This
Ninjas.
is where you're
Surf-
getting into
that
my
was-
zone right
yeah.
here.
all right, single pregnant lady gets left for dead at Walmart, stays and has baby. Where the heart is.
Yeah.
Come on.
Natalie Portman.
All right.
Here,
If you
kids.
don't get this, I swear. A college athlete returns from the dead to help his brother's basketball team win a NCAA title.
I can't tell you how much I love it.
Flares.
I have no idea.
Foaming.
Flair.
See? Come on, say it.
Six Man?
Of course it's the
I was made for this game, by
You
the
were
way.
made for this.
I love that movie.
You love Senseless, too.
Senseless is
Senseless
great.
was good.
Both are great.
Both are great.
Yeah.
Good shit. I do think there's something about that emu war. We'll have
Yeah.
to get baked and kick the tires on that.
Let's write that out.
Eric, this was fun. I'm glad we finally got you on. You're always welcome back, and shout out to Kristen and the rest of the fam. Stay tuned for Eric's embarrassing year in fantasy football. And if you're not following us on TikTok at Something Crunchy, what's the matter with you? Get involved and find us on Facebook as well. Definitely the highest grade memes in the city. See those red hairs?
I see those.
Don't forget to check out somethingcrunchy.com where you'll find every episode, our links to social media, and the Almighty Crunch Store where you'll find all kinds of crunchy gear showing that you are a proud citizen of Crunch Nation.
Please don't forget to subscribe, like, follow, and all that crunchy good shit. All episodes can be found at somethingcrunchy.com and on all podcast platforms. Thank you for listening.
Rookie of the Year, brilliant score.